And here we go, Pierce O'Leary versus Mark Chamberlain. Great fight we have here. We're going to do a quick rundown of the tale of the tapes. Pierce O'Leary 26, 5 for 8 with a 68-inch reach advantage. Fighting out of the orthodox stance against Mark Chamberlain, 27 years old, 5'9" with a 70-inch reach. Fighting out of the southpaw stance. This fight was originally scheduled to be on the Anto Korkachi versus Jazza Dickens card earlier in the year. Chamberlain had to fall out. Pierce O'Leary stayed on the card and ended up fighting Maxi Hughes in that fight. And a really good performance from Pierce O'Leary in that fight there. Really good, really a coming out party, and I think the aim, and I think it will be very similar fashion here. I personally think that Pierce O'Leary will win. We will see what the predictor says, but this has got Fight of the Year contender written all over it. Now, both men do have, and as I was about to say, both men have knockout power. Pierce O'Leary puts Mark Chamberlain down. Towards the end of the round, Chamberlain up relatively quick, and that will be the end of the round. That has got to be a Pierce O'Leary round there. So, no, they'd give it a draw on the round despite the knockdown. Crazy scoring from the judges as we head into the second. But yeah, both men possess knockout power as Mark Chamberlain puts Pierce O'Leary down. And for a second, I thought Pierce O'Leary could have been out. He was flat on the back, but gets back up in a long time to survive in this round here. I don't think he is too hurt, but it's hard to tell. But yeah, this is going to be a Fight of the Year contender, I have no doubt. Pierce O'Leary, 19 wins, 11 knockouts. Mark Chamberlain, 17 wins, 12 knockouts. So both men well capable of getting the knockout victory. And Pierce O'Leary in that Maxi Hughes fight, he was so tenacious. In that one. And Mark Chamberlain sets a hell of a pace. Well, Turkey Al Sheikh's favourite fighter, at least for a time, for a reason. So this is going to be a great event over in Ireland. The crowd are going to be electric. Ireland is somewhat the spiritual home of the C64 predictions. We cover a bunch of the unlicensed fights over there, so if you want to check the Instagram, you will see the work that we're doing with a lot of the guys over in Ireland, and it's a great scene over there, a country that truly loves fighting as that round comes to an end. And despite the knockout for Chambers, they'd give that round to Pierce O'Leary. So Pierce O'Leary carrying a 3-point lead into the third. The scoring's all over the place. The fight is madness. A knockdown in both rounds so far. As we head into the third, it's all good stuff. And you've got to think that the winner of this fight will really be in contention for a world title shot. Mark Chamberlain is ranked, I believe, about 12th with the WBC, and Pierce O'Leary is ranked across, I believe, all of the governing bodies, with the IBF title currently vacant. So, really, a win here stands either man in good stead. As Pierce O'Leary goes down, Mark Chamberlain went to the body, came up to the head, and has put Pierce O'Leary down. Really great fight here. We've had a knockdown in every round, 2 knockdowns for Chamberlain, 1 knockdown for Pierce O'Leary as we're approaching the end of the first. What a fight it's been, and this is exactly the sort of fight that I expect when these two men meet in the ring. I really do. I think this could be a potential Fight of the Year contender if it lasts long enough to be that, which I think it will. I think we'll probably get about 7-8 rounds of just pure non-stop action as the third round comes to a close there. It's got to be a Chamberlain round, you'd think, but we don't know. The judging scores, yeah, all 3 to Chamberlain, and Pierce O'Leary has a bruised rib, so the fight really swinging in Mark Chamberlain's favour there, and he's gone to the body again there. That's a smart move as Pierce O'Leary knocks Mark Chamberlain down, struggling back to his feet, gets up just on the count of 9, but there is a long time left in this round. A long time to work. Pierce O'Leary should really be jumping on him here. He seems like he's more trying to line up that perfect shot. I would say just throw punches in bunches and try get him out of there. 30 seconds left in the round, the halfway point. We do it on million rounds to give it that more realistic feel. And another good shot there. Chamberlain is hurt and he is hanging on. He may be able to hang on to the end of the round. I think he will do enough here. But elsewhere on the card we have Royston Barney Smith. He'll be taking on Reece Bellotti. Another really good fight, a really good co-main event for this one. And another good shot there right at the end of the round. And Chamberlain survives. Wow, was really hanging on there. Really hanging on. And that's got to be a Pierce O'Leary round. We could be tied up again. So 2 10-7s for Pierce O'Leary. About fair. We are exactly tied up. 107-107 as round 5 begins. But yet another really good fight on the co-main event. Reece Bellotti versus Royston Barney Smith. I think Royston Barney Smith will get the job done in that one fairly comfortably. But I think it'll be a good fight. But yeah, I think Reece Bellotti been in a few too many wars and Royston will get the job done there. So it's going to be a great night. The atmosphere is going to be electric for this one, and I really think Pierce O'Leary can go all the way and become a world champion for Ireland. Good double shot, and Mark Chamberlain goes down. Quickly back up. Shocked to see him get back up so quickly after the knockdown earlier where he literally only just beat the count. Could have done with maybe staying down a bit longer to run the clock on this one. But what a fight this has been, and Chamberlain's firing back. The best defense is offense seems to be the approach from Mark Chamberlain here. And he knocks down Pierce O'Leary. What a fight we have. What a fight we have. And that will bring the round to an end. How do we score that one? We will see. It was all Pierce, but then Chamberlain come alive at the end. Pierce O'Leary gets it on 3 10-7s, but Pierce O'Leary's very tired. Mark Chamberlain has a broken rib. Pierce O'Leary has a bruised rib. This fight is not going to last much longer as a big shot lands straight back to the feet, glitching and bitching on that one there. I don't think this fight is going to go on much longer at all, and another shot lands. I think that's it. I think that's game, set and match for Pierce O'Leary. And that is your C64 prediction. Pierce O'Leary getting the win in the 6th round. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.